Hi, people on YouTube. This January is so different from last January. Because last January, my uncle died, and I was still dealing with deaths from the year before. But this January is totally tubular because nobody's died, nobody's been diagnosed with anything yet. Which I hope they don't, and I hope this year nobody dies. But I can't control that. All you can control is your reaction to things. Like the reaction that Trump is president. You can't change it, so why argue about it? Or why get mad about it? Why not just let it be? Everybody trying to argue that he's going to be a bad president or a good president. Who cares? Your feelings should not be decided on who the president is. And your actions should not be about who the president is. It's not the president's job to make us happy. It's our job to make us happy. And if you are spiritual and believe in anything, then it's your spiritual guide to help you too. I believe in Jesus Christ, but not everybody believes in Jesus. So that's what I say about that. And as I said before, if you're dealing with depression or anything, what helps is having somebody to rely on to help you through the bad and good times. And it doesn't even have to be a therapist. It could be a personal trainer. I have two. I have one for running, and I'm not going to say their names, but one of them got me through the year 2015 because she listened to me. And trust me, I should have been Baker acted because I talked about suicide a lot then because I was dealing with death. And God was one reason I got through 2015. And then in 2016, I got another trainer for powerlifting. Again, he was... Wait, I messed up. I meant 2016. I got another trainer for powerlifting, and that made a difference too because other people died. And again, he should have Baker acted me a million times. He could have, because I talked about suicide and everything else. So they were like therapists more than often. But working out helped too. And I'm progressing in weightlifting for the first time since getting a trainer. And I'm kind of nervous about my first meet in March because I'm doing squats for the first time. And squats just scare me half to death. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm a 1 or 2 and I'm afraid I'm going to ruin my knees or something. But it's all good. Oh, and another thing people shouldn't do, but they do. If your personal trainer's not around and you get injured, it's not your personal trainer's fault. It's your fault. And if you're going to get a personal trainer, get one that fits your personality. Not like lovey-dovey, like you're lovey-dovey with them, like you want to marry them or you can't live without them. I meant like make sure the personalities fit yours and make sure that they're passionate about the job and they're not in it for the money. You know if they're passionate if you text them and you don't even have a training session. Or if you can't pay them for 2 weeks and then they let you forfeit the money and you pay them the next 2 weeks. So that's how you know they're not in it just for the money, is when they let you slide on paying them for like a week because you don't have the money. But don't be a dweeb or what am I trying to say? Not that word. Don't be a user that say you're going to pay them and then you don't. Or if you're going to do a service, at least pay the people eventually, like in the next 2 weeks or something after you said. I guess what I'm trying to say, if you're going to say you're going to pay somebody at a certain time and you can't pay, then just make sure you pay them the next week or when you can. But make sure you have an agreement between that person. And don't just say you're going to pay them and then you don't.